if you're watching me for the first time, my name is Arno from Wine Investor. Here I talk about investments and entrepreneurship on a global scale with a little focus on the wine industry. If you're interested on topics on investment and entrepreneurship, I invite you to like and share the video as much as you can. Subscribe most importantly and activate the notification clock so as to always be on premiere on all our videos. This video is, the second part of a series of 2 videos where I talk about 5 important aspects, 5 important points you need to consider if you want to make each year a better year than the previous one. So that over time you get more and more closer to your life goal, to that one goal that makes you vibrate, that one goal that animates your life, that one goal that makes a sense of your life. In the first video, I talked about the first 3 points. You need to make at the end of each year, a balance sheet, financial balance sheet. You need to, to make, identify, that idea that makes a sense, to your life. Most importantly, you need to filter the people you deal with. The fourth point here is, you need to invest, an enterprise. Because we said you want to achieve big goals, you want to achieve great things. And to achieve great things, we're living in a capitalist world, so you're going to have to, invest a lot of money, to achieve what you want to achieve. But you're not going to do that, if you're only counting on the savings you do every month. It's going to take you, hundreds of years, and you don't have too much time to live. So what you need to do is that with a small amount of money you've been able to save, you need to invest it in other things and how to multiply it as fast as possible in order to, reach the amount of money you want to reach in order to achieve that particular goal. Very, very important. But when we talk about investments, if you're in Africa, you mainly be investing in Africa. If you're in the diaspora, you mainly be investing, trying to invest in Africa. But you can also invest where you are. That's why I talk about, most importantly here, start investing, first of all, where you live. Don't invest in Africa if you are not ready to lose 20,000 euros without it having to change your life, without it having to frustrate you. And to reach that point in time, you must have created a machine, a money-making machine where you live that continuously creates money, so that you can lose $20,000 or euros somewhere without it having to affect or destroy your life. Very, very, very important. So I talked about that in one of my last videos, how to invest, how to multiply your money by 10 in a record time. You need to, work, save, do passive investments. And one of the main passive investment strategies I talk about here is investments in fine wine. I've told you that I've invested and made 175% net profit in just about four years time in fine wine. And you could do far more better if you apply the good strategies. That's what I will advise you to do. There are more courses coming on this topic next year, and I'll be flabbergasted. I'm very happy to share my experience and my strategy, and see you also flourishing in this business strategy. You also have to invest actively. You have to create enterprises, and the last part was you have to make a fusion where you have all your assets combining in companies, creating an entity which just multiplies money. For more information, consult my video. The main challenge we have here with the African community is that people don't create companies. We have very lazy people who just think when they have 5,000 euros lying somewhere, they think about doing business in Africa. When you look at people who really doing real business in Africa, people who have repatriated to Africa, you don't see them showing you a 500 square meter corn farm. They show you things, big things in terms of hectares of land. So they didn't start just small. So of course they started small by saving some money, but the step to Africa is to impact the continent. So you have to start at least small, but at least with a certain substantial amount of certain substance in order to make things move. So start by creating something where you are. Create companies. And when I talk about creating companies, I don't want you to own, for example, if you are in Germany, you must not necessarily own a GmbH in order to make money. Okay? Because that's what many, for example, Cameroonians, they always want to have. They want to be seen as CEOs of GmbH with, they are making a lot of money here and there. They are working with, Rolls Royce. They are working with Daimler, and that's what people are doing. They are investing just to boast off. No, you are investing to make money. You're creating companies to make money. You're creating companies and enterprises to answer to, to provide solutions, to answer to problems. Okay, so you have to identify, open your eyes and see, to identify problems. And there are a lot of opportunities in Germany, in France, Italy, Spain, not to talk of the United States. Everywhere in the world, there are a lot of opportunities. It's never about you to tap them. Okay? I'll just give you two examples. Very, very short example. I have a friend of mine who invested, who has a small company in the, real data, sector. So, for example, he works with Deutsche Bahn, which is the German railway company. And when he has time, he goes to the trains and gets information on how, at which rate the train seats are occupied, and he gives the information directly. And he has a lot of people working for him in other towns. So when he's working on Saturdays, or sometimes when he finishes work earlier, at the same time he's working, other people are working on in other towns, and so he transfers the information and makes a lot of money. I have another friend of mine who has a company, has a small enterprise which just collects back leasing cars after the leasing period is over. So he goes to the client, picks up the cars and drives back to the leasing company. Has also a lot of people around who do the job for him. There are little small things you can start doing. So many ideas. Okay, very important. One big point: don't be afraid to make errors. I want to tell you something. I don't have a lot of friends, but most of my friends, not to say even 100% of them, are people who have failed. Because we talk about failure, you can not say you have succeeded in life if you have not reached, you have not achieved that one goal which defines your life and that makes your life sense. Okay? So, in life, you are getting closer to that goal, but you have not succeeded. So, on that way, you are just going to be failing and learning from your failures. So, a lot of my friends are going to tell you, I ask them, what are the biggest failures you have made? Because for me, if I have to do partnership with someone in a business, I need to make sure that this person was once a great loser and that did not stop him from investing. Because I don't want to get acquainted with people. You're going to start making a business, and by the time in the first month, second month, third month, the business is not really moving as planned, you have somebody who is panicking and wants to run away. No. So I make sure I work with, like what we say in strong-headed people. Okay, very important. If you want to start enterprising, start small. Start small. If you have a 10,000 euros, don't work with that 10,000 euros just one project. Take that 10,000 euros. Have a small thing you can do. You can put the 1,000 euros there. Have another one you can put 2,000 euros there. Have another one you can put 3,000 euros. Another one you can put 500,000 euros, and see how it behaves. Because one thing is sure, you will not lose your money at the same time on all these projects. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to testing different things where you must have identified maybe an opportunity, but there's one project that's really going to to get faster, succeed faster than others, and you have to be able to identify that project as fast as possible so that you can now turn off all the other projects, take all that money, and come and concentrate on that one project. But you really need to feel, that is a project you need to concentrate on. And in order to do that, you have to be able to try. It's trial and error. Because there's no opportunity someone will tell you that you just need to close your eyes, invest your money there, everything is going to happen fine. No way. And that's why you see a lot of people, they have 300,000, 400,000 euros in the bank account, but they have no interesting investment, no valuable investment in terms of, value creation they've made. Because they spend their life saving, and the more you're saving money, the more you're saving money, the more it gets difficult for you to make an investment until you fall on something that looks very attractive. And since you've not invested for so many years, you will take a substantial amount of that money and invest in something where your money is just going to disappear. Look at what happened to Liye Pliman. With all those people who invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in Liye Pliman. So instead of taking your 25,000 euros to invest on one project, first of all, learn how to fail on small 1,500 projects. Very, very, very important. Okay. The last point I'll be talking about here is, you need to train yourself. Train yourself. Very, very important. Because we talked about investment here, but the first investment you have to do is in yourself. Because you can invest in real estate, but something happens, you have, floods or whatever, earthquake that will just come and destroy your real estate. You can invest, for example, in the stock exchange market and everything just disappears. We'll have big time financial crisis and you lose a lot of money. But investing in you, training yourself, self-development, these are things that will never go away. These are things that will never lose value. Some people invest in themselves in such a way that after they are dead, they have, legated, they have, left inheritance, a lot of thoughts, a lot of mindsets to your children. But before you reach that point, you first want to train yourself. You can't give to people what you don't have. Self-development, self-training, important. And I'll give you 2 points here. By the way, before getting to that point, I will talk about, Grant Cardone, which is, a great investor in the United States, real estate investor. He said, he asked people to take away all his wealth, his cars, his houses, his money, to keep it somewhere away from him. Take away all the people, influential people, business people he had dealt with. And we should give him, without any money, give him a couple of weeks for him to become, to make $1 million business. And he really did that. How did he do that? Because you can take away everything from someone, but what made him a millionaire is going to make him a millionaire again, over and over again. Okay? So think about self-development. Think about training yourself. Think about adding value to yourself. And I'll give you 2 points here. If you want to invest and you want to enterprise, learn how to identify opportunities. You need to get a course on that. Learn how, to make business plans. You need to get a course on that. Learn how to invest. For example, if you do passive investment, I'll be talking to you about my wines. Find one investment. Learn how it functions. Don't give your money for someone to invest for you. Learn how it functions and do the investment yourself. Okay? But also from the other point of view, as someone who earns a salary at the end of the month, someone who is staying on the payroll, with the name on the payroll. So it means at the end of the month you're getting your salaries paid. Okay. There's something you need to know is that your salary, you earn what you deserve. You earn what you deserve. No salary, is more than what you deserve. That is the truth, and it's the bitter truth, because we always want to get money, but you earn what you deserve. And some people will tell you, when you start in a company, you will have a salary, but after 2 years, 3 years, you can negotiate another salary or whatever. That time is over. You will not negotiate, a more salary after 3 years because you have been in the company for 3 years, because you have been working for 3 years. You will negotiate much more salary because of what you value. What are the values? What are the values the company, the employer sees in you? There are some companies, for example, they will tell you, okay, you're going to start at Group E, and at Group E, okay, you'll be earning maybe about 2,600 euros a month. Okay, so after 2 years, you might be earning about 150 euros or maybe 100 euros more every month. So you'll be, after 2 years, you'll now be earning about 2,750. 2,750 years after 2 years. So you'll be sitting down there waiting for 2 years to go and waiting for that automatic salary increase and minor salary increase, and you will be thinking that you've got a small bonus, and you even try maybe to negotiate with your with your hierarchy or with your boss, if it's okay if someone can do something more. But what you don't know is that most of the colleagues you have sitting around you, next to you in the office, some of them in less than 1 year or even in 1 year time, they will not have 150 euros more. They will not be at the same level E again. They will spring to the level F. And at level F, when you're starting, you're not starting with 150 euros more every month. You're starting with 600, 700 euros net every month. Simply because in 1 year, he was capable to show his value with trainings. He trained himself. You're sitting with people in the office. When you have your 30 minutes break you want to make, the time you are using to watch some YouTube videos where you just be laughing and having fun, that same time your colleague is using in Germany, to be doing some presentation, preparing his presentation or his MBA presentations for an MBA he's doing in the United States online. I'm not asking you to pay 40, 50,000 euros for a US MBA, but I'm just telling you the facts. By the time that very same time he's using, to do his assignments for a training, a course on leadership. What you have to understand is that the training industry has been booming over the years and has reached a level where there is no excuse. There is no need for you to wait for your employer to send you to go and do some training somewhere, somehow. Because the employers are getting a little bit lazy because the market is becoming very dynamic. No employer wants to take you, send you to, for a course for one month where you'll not be working. You'll just be focused on that course. So it's a little bit complicated. And it even gets more and more complicated when the companies see that more and more young people, more and more employers, are getting active and they are bringing something, they're bringing value to the company. Someone who, at the end of the year or by the next, evaluation with his boss, will be saying, "Oh, boss, I'm bringing you this time, not just the good results on the assignment you gave me at the beginning of last year, but also I bring to you an MBA, I bring to you, a training on self-development, time management, I bring to you a training on leadership, how to manage people." That is what you should be doing. Don't forget that it's very, very important for you to train yourself. The salary is no more a function with one variable as it used to be, where the variable is called the amount of time, the amount of years you spend in the company. No. You can have people after 2 years, 3 years in a company, they have a salary that some people after 10 years in that company still don't have. It's not because they are very intelligent. It's not because they come to the office at 6 a.m. when other people come at 8 a.m. No, that time is over. It's the value you bring to the company. Okay, very important. Well, I hope you've listened to the point. So to summarize, you need to make a financial balance sheet every end of the year to identify your financial situation. You need to have the sense of life. You need to have that one goal that you need to be following in life in order to give sense to your life. You need, to filter your friendships, filter your acquaintances. You need to invest in enterprise in order to multiply your savings so as to increase the chance of achieving that great life goal. And most importantly, you need to train yourself. You need to give yourself value. Okay, I hope you've loved the video. Like and share as much as you can. This is a very important video. Share it as much as you can so that the max amount of people can really get this massively important information. Okay, so I give you a rendezvous to my next video. Till then, ciao.